take that to the bank.
Oh, man. Pee-wee. How's it going, man?
Bro, Bama!
Well, I'll tell you what. We're having a good time here in the Pee-wee studio.
Woo!
We're having a great time. And that's the truth. And you know what? We often say this. We're not going to do this unless we have a good time.
Not going to do it unless I'm having fun. That's just the truth of it. You ever get on my nerves, you're out.
I feel the same way. By the way, this is my last podcast.
It was good seeing everybody. The Pee-wee loves you. Apparently, Jared is taking us off of everything.
No, we got sponsors. We got to continue on.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of sponsors, Bright over at Motor and Mowers is the man you want to call. If you are in the Birmingham metro area, anywhere around, Bryant is who you want to call if you break down. He comes to you. He is mobile. He will drive where you are. He will get you back up and rolling on the road. It don't matter if it is your mama's car or your 2,500 pickup truck. Maybe you got a 3,500. I don't know. Bryant will get you rolling. He's worked on my 2,500 truck. He's worked on my 2,000. I got a 2003, Jared, Sonoma. Broke down.
Can't hide money.
Broke down on a job. What happens? Bryant shows up, gets me going at night. At night. Where is another mechanic going to come there at night and fix your power steering and get you back going? Bryant will. You need to call Brian over at Motor Mowers. What's that phone number?
205-899-6814. That is 205-899-6814. Thank you, Bryant. Thank you for keeping Pee-wee going. And the rest of your customers, I know we've got nothing but rave reviews from Bryant.
I've got him on speed dial. I press, it's under the B's. You go to B's, Bryant is right there on the top. Click that button, boom, he's there.
That's the way the cell phones work these days.
It's like, what was that show? Angels in the Outfield? Where the angel would come help, the angels help the boy? You know.
I have no idea.
Anyway, call Brian over at Motor and Mowers. He's your man.
Brian, he's our man. Bryant, he's our man. If he can't fix it, no one can. All right, Pee-wee. Hey, listen. Yesterday was exciting.
Talk about them ball games?
Yes.
You talk about them ball games?
Yesterday.
You talk about Alabama rolling? You're talking about Ty Simpson throwing. At one point, he was 17 for 17 the week before and 13 for 14 against the Wisconsin Weasels. Tyler Simpson ain't playing. Alabama is on a roll. They are getting the bye week this week. Why? Because they did so good and they earned it.
I'm pretty sure that it was set before the season started that this would be a bye week.
They did so good, they earned it.
Right. They did. They clearly earned it. Since we're talking about this Alabama game, you know what you had this game scored at?
What was that?
41-38.
Yep, close game.
Yeah. You just got a couple of numbers mixed around. Alabama won 38-14.
There's 38 in there, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And the 41, if you just swap, watch this.
No, don't. You get this.
I got it.
If you get this.
You got Bama. You got Bama.
Hey, write it where no one can see it, please.
With
Write it where no one will ever see this, ever.
Bama and Wisconsin.
Yeah?
I said 41-30. Oh, 41. Mark that out. 38 on this side. Okay, Bama scored how many?
38.
38. And Wisconsin scored how many?
14.
14. If you flop these, y'all see that? See it?
They're not going to answer you.
Okay, all you have to do is you just move this here, flip that. Pee-wee's right again.
Now,
Bama wins.
I will say,
Big.
unbelievable that you had all four numbers in there.
Oh, I had all 4 numbers. You can take that to the bank.
Absolutely.
Whenever Pee Wee gives you a number, you can take it to the bank. We do not promote gambling, but if I was, I would take it to the bank.
So interesting enough, Alabama averaging 6.9 yards per play.
6.9.
You don't have to write all this down. They had 6 explosive plays for over 20 yards, which was impressive. Third down percentage, 55%. I'd like to see that get up a little bit. Well, he went 4-for-4 in the red zone, which is awesome. I like this turnover. Did you watch the whole game?
Every single play that I did not miss, I watched.
They put some good pressure on the Wisconsin quarterback, which was good. It was really they had a good outing.
Well, Alabama is on track because of Kalen. Nobody wanted to listen to me the first week. Whenever I said Florida State's a really good team, you're listening now.
Did you say that?
Pretty sure I said that. And Florida State may play for the national championship in a rematch against Alabama. That's all I'm saying. I could see that happening. They're that good, and Alabama is that good. We may have watched on week one. What? We may have watched on week 1 the 2 best teams in the country play against each other. And then they get a rematch, and Alabama will dominate because they'll know what Gus is going to throw at them.
So you're saying that Florida State could meet Alabama in the playoffs?
Yes. Very likely. If we were going with odds, it'd be like probably 76%.
Very specific. I like it. I think it's great. I think, did you think that could happen? It's awesome.
No, I don't. I know it can happen.
There you go. First prediction for the playoffs that Alabama and Florida State will see each other in the playoffs.
Yeah, Georgia won't be anywhere around.
Wow. Speaking of Georgia versus Tennessee. What an exciting game. It was fun to watch. Whether you're a Georgia fan, Tennessee fan, you might not feel the same way, but across the country, it was a great game to watch. Georgia coming to this game favored by, 6.5 points. But man, the lead changes through the game. It was fantastic. You never knew. I really believe that Tennessee gave this game away.
Their coach iced their kicker.
They did do that. They both put up about the same total yards. If you look at the stats, man, it is really close to see, how it played out with each other. But in the end, Georgia pulled it through. You had this game scored 55-21 Georgia.
What was that score?
44-41.
44.
In overtime. Now let's not forget game-winning touchdown in overtime.
It was awesome. He barely got the ball across too.
I know, and I thought that it was clear and they made the right call, but I thought that, they could have, if they'd have stuffed them in a goal line stand, that would have been really cool. What is interesting about this, and you heard it if you watched the game, this is the 9th straight win from Georgia over Tennessee.
They own Tennessee.
They absolutely do.
Just like Alabama, they owned them for like 15 years straight.
Yeah, and they did Vandy too until last year.
Yeah. Georgia! The dogs beat the other dogs.
That is
this
true.
Week.
That is true.
If you take that 55, and it was 44, all you do is you deduct a 1 and a 1 to get 44.
Okay.
And then there's 41, and you move this 2 and add, you move the 4 over here, subtract 2, add the 2 back right here, and then you got your 14. Right there it is. There's your numbers. Pee Wee, right again. I've yet to be wrong.
Except that it's 41, not 14. But,
flip the numbers around, Jared. It's all in the as long as it's all in the numbers, that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So we had a couple other matchups that we had talked about last week. that you had South Florida and Miami playing. You know, South Florida just upset Florida.
Yes, they did.
Going into play Miami.
Yep.
You had Miami winning this game 21-10. And Miami did win this game, but it was 49-12. Can you speak to any of that, Pee Wee?
Okay, I'm not even going to show you on the whiteboard because I'm tired of writing.
Okay.
Okay? I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
What was the score?
It was 49-12.
Okay, we're going to start with that 49.
Yeah.
You can have my pen.
Good.
$49-12.
Yeah, you had it 21-10.
Oh, just easy. The 21, you double that.
I gave you 42.
That's 42.
And they should have got another touchdown.
That's your 7. That's 49. Okay? And then your 12, they just they had to get a safety to get 12.
Or, kick a couple field goals, miss some extra point.
They missed an extra point, I'm pretty sure.
That would give them 13.
And then you minus the team that they lost to, 12.
There's your numbers.
It's all in numbers. Jared, it's all in the numbers.
You're right. Arkansas.
You can't manipulate the numbers.
You can't manipulate them. Pee Wee doesn't manipulate numbers. He just shows you how he sees them.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Arkansas and Ole Miss. Ole Miss, you had this game 31-21. The Lane train rolling.
Choo-choo! Lane train! I got you back, Lane.
Yeah, Ole Miss, their stats, man, if you look at this game, it was pretty impressive. I think where Arkansas really, where it hurt them was their third down. They couldn't get out of third down, and that was their problem. They still put up great yardage and everything. They just couldn't keep it rolling on offense. But Mississippi, they did win 41-35.
Well, yeah, Ole Miss can't lose. Lane's got the haircut. Lane's got the trolling. Lane's got the knowledge under Saban. Lane was a coach at Tennessee. That's his downfall. But you can't stop a train. Whenever a train is moving down the track and a pig from Arkansas crosses the track, Jared, the pig is never going to hurt the train. The train's going to plow through him and win 9 out of 10 times.
What about that one time?
Well, a train, it can derail.
Right. And a pig can do that.
Well, a pig could get it. A pig could cause it. The train tries to move, get off track.
Right.
So, but not this week. Not this week. The Lane train is still on a roll. He's still relevant. Okay? Lane Kiffin, you are relevant. Good job on the W.
Texas A&M at Notre Dame. Now, what I find interesting last week is that you picked Notre Dame to beat an SEC team. You picked Notre Dame to win 27-17. Now, let's look at this a little bit. Great matchup, by the way. Texas A&M, man, it was, game-winning 41-yard field goal.
Are you thinking Texas A&M is a SEC team?
They are.
Not in my book. No. I would never, ever. I don't care.
Now, wait. I hate to interrupt you. The great Bear Bryant coached at Texas A&M.
And
he's looking at you.
Bear, I know you coached at Texas A&M. And I know you had a winning record and you did good. And then he came to the SEC to take control and show them how to roll. Texas A&M does not belong in the SEC conference.
Okay.
Okay?
What conference?
SEC conference, Jared.
Okay.
They don't belong. So, yeah, I'll pick against them. I'll pick Notre Dame, a fighting Irishman.
Well, they lost.
Notre Dame lost?
Yeah, Texas A&M beat them 41-40.
Oh. I thought Notre Dame won.
No, I just told you.
I picked them to win.
I know you're not listening to me, and just for the record, you never listen to me on this podcast. But they winning field goal, 41-yard field goal, and won the game. It was exciting. It was a great week of college football. It was an exciting game to watch.
I didn't count that last field goal.
So
if you got to beat somebody by a field goal, you really didn't beat them.
what?
If it comes down to a field goal,
So Tennessee won. It went in overtime.
no, yeah, it went into overtime.
So
but
did they really win that game?
no, Georgia won that game because they punched in with a touchdown in overtime.
Well, I'll tell you what.
If you got to kick a field goal to say you won,
You
you're
think so should they do away with field goals?
no, you need them to get your score.
What?
You got to have field goals as part of the game.
You okay?
Yeah. You got to have field goals part of the game, Jared. But it shouldn't count as a W if you kick it at the last second to win.
Fly around your head.
There's a gnat.
So, okay. All right. So
That's not domination. If you're depending on a little guy to get out there and kick a ball for your team to win, and your big guys couldn't win the game for you, that's a L. Notre Dame wins big against Arkansas. They won that game. The Fighting Irish were fighting and won. And Texas A&M don't belong in the SEC.
there you have it.
They should be in the Sun Belt Conference.
Well, there's your picks. We talked about it. You know, Georgia, Tennessee, South Florida, Miami, Arkansas, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Notre Dame, and Alabama, Wisconsin. Pee Wee, right again from the very top. Still looking at 100% correction.
100% is a number that cannot be outdone. Okay? Pee Wee wins again.
Okay. So we got a couple of big games this week. Florida versus Miami, in-state rivalry. Just for the record, Florida, the University of Florida, not in South Florida. Just wanted to say that from last week. People were really mad about that.
Boy, they got on us.
The University of South Florida is not in South Florida. I'm going to tell you something. All you people that are really concerned about whether South Florida is in South Florida, I'd like for you to petition the university to change the name.
We only say South Florida because that's what they're called.
Literally, South Florida is their name.
Yeah. But they're actually West Florida.
Well, Florida's not that wide.
Well, they're on the... I mean, even if it
Well, so is Miami East Florida?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I know you don't know that, but it is. It's on the East Coast. I'm just saying, we don't call that East Florida.
Maybe we should.
Okay. Well,
The
big game.
Miami Easterns.
Okay, it's a historic rivalry here that week. You know, Miami versus Florida. We'll talk about it in a second. And we got Auburn, Oklahoma. Pretty big game this week. You know,
That's where Jackson Arnold's from.
Yeah, maybe some early playoff vibes here. You know, Oklahoma and Auburn playing. You know, kicking one of them out. You know, we could see some. You know, do away with one or the other. But let's look at this Florida Miami game. Miami's favored by 8.5. You know, I know you love Miami. They're undefeated this year, and Florida, man, they're really desperate to come out and win.
I really thought that was going to be the LSU.
I did too.
I really was looking forward to that.
Now, how do you feel about Carson Beck being at Miami?
You know, I like it.
Do you? You like him transferring over and being in Miami? You like the transfer portal? That's what you like. Listen, I've done this podcast with Pee Wee for 2 years now, and I talk to him a lot, more than I should. And all I've heard on personal conversations and on this podcast is how much the transfer portal is the downfall of college sports. And I just asked him how he felt about a prominent quarterback changing teams in the transfer portal, and he loves it.
Well, yeah, I mean, every once in a while, there's always. Did you ever go to school?
Yeah.
Like grammar school?
I did.
They teach you there's always an exception to the rule. Carson Beck should be that exception. He should get to change, and he did, and he's blowing it up at Miami. He is. Carson Beck's the real deal. Maybe wins the Heisman.
We're going to change the name of this podcast to Contradiction Predictions. Is what we're going to say it is.
Well, I ain't contradicting nothing.
This has been a rivalry since 1938. Miami leads this rivalry 30-27. They've won 30 times and lost 27. Florida's worth 27 times. This is a pretty big deal. This is going to be this game's going to be a big deal.
It is, and I'm going to tell you this. You can take it to the bank. Florida wins against Miami. The Canes go down. Carson Beck is on his back more than he's on his toes. Carson Beck is running for his life. He's throwing the ball to the wrong team. Florida comes out with 4 interceptions, 3 of them being pick sixes in the first half, and never look back. The Canes are going to get stomped. The Canes go down.
You know what? I just did that. I gave us a sound effect, and here's why. This is the very first time you've picked against Miami.
Well, because I know.
What's the score?
The score to this game is going to be Florida with a lot of points. You're looking at Florida putting up 42 points.
Okay.
Miami can't find their offense. They can't find their defense. They can't find their special teams coach. Miami only scores 10.
Miami, who put up 49 points last week, will only score 10. There you have it. I'm excited to see this game.
Hey, and I love the Hurricanes. The Canes are the real deal.
It's hurricane season.
It is. But Florida is also in Florida where hurricanes are. And so you got Miami Hurricanes and you got Florida who's used to hurricanes. Hey,
they're immune to hurricanes.
that's what I'm saying. They know what to expect. They've seen.
I see now.
They've got film on Carson Beck from Georgia. They're prepared.
Well, they probably got film on him from the first few games of Miami.
You doubled the film, and you can double your defense.
South Carolina against Missouri, 2 SEC teams. South Carolina, really looking to bounce back. They've struggled a little bit this year. So Missouri is we'll see. Missouri's always that dark horse in the SEC. Like they can win, they can not win. They can't seem to put the full package together. But I feel like this is going to be a fun game to watch. Missouri's won 5 out of the last 7 meetings of these teams.
Missouri has?
Yeah. What do you think about this
Against
game?
South Carolina?
Yeah.
I did not know that stat.
Well, if you do research, you can see those things.
I'd rather you do it.
Yeah.
I was real big on South Carolina preseason.
Listen, we were just in a live broadcast a second ago, and I quote, South Carolina's the real deal.
Yeah, they were.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah. South Carolina, yeah, because Beamer is their coach. That's a tough dude. And he's young. Going against Missouri, who's the black sheep of the family in the SEC.
I thought that was Texas A&M.
No, they just don't belong.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me South Carolina on this. Give me South Carolina
Okay.
losing to Missouri.
Wow. I got to redo this.
Losing to Missouri. Missouri,
The people who don't know if they got Z's in their name or S's in their name.
I hate Missouri. If if you're pulling for Missouri, know that Pee Wee does not like your team.
Okay.
Y'all don't know how to spell it. Y'all choke against everybody except Ohio State. Now that's Michigan, ain't it?
It is.
Y'all choke against South Carolina. And you're going to choke this week. And I don't like the way you spell.
Who's winning this game, South Carolina or Missouri?
South Carolina wins.
Isaiah, are you confused as I am? Okay. I need to put this in so I know what to say.
Yes, it's South Carolina.
Okay.
South Carolina wins this game all the way up to overtime. Jared, South Carolina wins. I'm messing with you, buddy. South Carolina wins 21-20.
Okay. South Carolina wins by 1 point, which will be decided by a field goal, which won't count in Pee Wee's book.
I hate field goals.
I've never been more frustrated on a podcast. Texas Tech plays Utah. Okay? Now, I know that you don't know anything about these teams. You got Utah playing Texas Tech. Oh, gosh. The fun fact of this game is that Utah has won is 12.
Who won last year?
I don't know. They didn't play last year.
Okay.
Utah is 12-2 in their last 14 home games. And they're playing at Utah. So
Utah beat Alabama 1 year.
they did.
I remember that against Nick Saban.
Yeah. It was rough.
Listen, I can't go against Utah because Texas Tech is a technical team. If you have tech in your name, it means that you deal with electronics. Okay? And I get that. But you don't deal with football. Why are you laughing? I can't help it. You don't deal with football analysis. Okay?
What? We literally use technology to do football analysis.
Texas Tech?
So the Utes win. What's the score?
Utah wins this game 27-17 by 10.
Utes win 27-17. Now, in an interesting pick that I picked this week for us to look at, just so you know, I'm the one that picks these. It's not Pee Wee. We don't let him do that. We don't let him pick what games are coming because he doesn't know. So, UAB versus Tennessee. Now, listen, we're in Birmingham. We do this podcast in Birmingham. We're really close to UAB. Here's the thing. If you live in the state of Alabama, here's the thing. Here's the reason Alabama fans and Auburn fans are so rabid about their teams. We don't have professional sports. Sorry. We don't have professional sports. This is all we got. We got college football. We got Alabama. We got Auburn. And it's, you have to pick a side. It's just kind of the deal here. And it's the reason it's such a big rivalry. And it's the reason why everybody loves it. And I appreciate the camaraderie of Alabama and Auburn. It's a lot of fun. Pee Wee appreciates Alabama. So UAB is where we actually found common ground. Like, nobody really roots against UAB.
No, everybody picks UAB.
Yeah, everybody in the state of Alabama wants UAB to win.
Yeah, because they're like, hey, you know what? You're a smart kid, and you're at UAB, and you're probably going to be a doctor. Go out there and, throw a football.
Well, they lost their program. They got it back.
They did lose their program.
Yeah, they lost their whole program, and they brought it back, and they actually came back pretty strong.
Stronger than ever.
They did, yeah. They had, but anyway, they're playing Tennessee, which Tennessee looks great this year. I hate to say it, and I know you hate Tennessee, but Tennessee's looking good this year. I really think they gave away this game at Georgia, and I really think they should have won that game, and I'm sorry that I said that to you, and I know you picked the dogs over the dogs, but I think Tennessee gave the game away. But they're playing UAB this week, Tennessee, and Tennessee is putting up some ridiculous numbers. You okay?
I'm trying to take in all this praise that you're giving to Tennessee.
Well, they're a good team.
Tennessee sucks. Their stadium is the ugliest stadium in all of college football.
It is ugly. Have you ever been there?
I've seen enough on TV.
I've been there. I watched an Alabama game there.
Did you?
I sure did. The Coliseum?
Yeah.
It was fun.
That one.
It was a great time. We had lost a lot, and this was in the dark days of Alabama.
The Mike Shula days?
Yeah, it was bad. So we go to the game, friends go to the game, and we're at the end of the game. Fun story here. We're literally at the end of the game. We have pretty decent seats, and we're sitting close to we would call it the Alabama Pride section or whatever it is, but we're sitting close to that. And at the end of the game, which I realize everyone else in the country hates Rammer Jammer, and I get why you hate it.
Nobody hates that.
They all hate it. So at the end of the game, when Alabama wins, we sing Rammer Jammer, and we're doing that, and a Tennessee fan stands up out of the Tennessee Pride or Volunteer Pride, whatever they call that. He's got two frothy beverages that he's holding in his hand, and a lot of explicitives, and said, "Here's your Rammer Jammer," and throws it all over the people, and it almost gets on me. He throws it on Alabama fans, and it was pretty intense. It was the first time we'd won in a long time, and it was a lot of fun. But that happened.
See, Tennessee fans, why are you the way that you are?
An Alabama fan asking that to Tennessee fans.
Why are you the way that you are? If you were that fan that's throwing frothery, was that the word?
Frothy beverage.
Frothery beverages. Frothy beverages on people. Why? It didn't change the score. It didn't change the looks of your stadium. It didn't change what a horrible song Rocky Top is.
I like Rocky Top.
Say it again one more time. Say it one more time. One more time, and I'm walking out.
Just saying.
One more time. Say it now. Say it. Go.
Okay.
I dare you.
Disclaimer. I hate how many times they play it during the game.
Okay.
Hate that. You can't get one down without them, one football, one play without them playing Rocky Top. But it ain't a bad
Stop
song.
it.
It ain't a bad
Stop it. It's bad. It's terrible. It is horrible. They took the great legend of country and music, Dolly Parton, and ruined her song. Gotta play it 40 million times. Tennessee fans, stop. Quit. You're not as good as you think you are. Are you going to be UAB? Yes. You know what? They're med students. They're med students. Of course, you're going to beat them. But you are not going to play Rocky Top 40 million times. Please.
By the Osborne brothers. Not Dolly Parton. That's why I was laughing. It's not a Dolly Parton song. It's not.
It's not.
No.
Are you sure?
That's why I look, because I knew you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Dolly sang that song.
I knew you would not believe me if I told you, but there it is.
Dolly Parton is the one who sang the song.
Osborne Brothers.
It was men?
From the album Yesterday, Today, and the Osborne Brothers. It's right here.
Let me see that. Rocky Top single by Osborne from the album Yesterday Today. My favorite. Look up Dolly Parton.
I don't have to look up Dolly Parton.
She sang it a bunch.
She might have, but it wasn't her song.
I really thought this whole time
I believe that you thought that.
that was she, because she's from the Rocky Mountains,
No.
Tennessee.
You talking about down there in Pigeon Forge?
Sevierville.
Pigeon Forge?
Yeah. That whole area, she got it wrapped up.
Yeah. You know what? Dolly Parton's a great person.
She is.
I'd give books to kids and everything.
There's a couple good reasons to like her.
I can't handle this. I can't.
That's what she said.
Oh, who wins this game between UAB and Tennessee?
Tennessee wins this game big, 77-0.
Wow. Shuts out the Dragons.
Well, they're coming in angry, Jared. They just lost to Georgia.
I would like to say this. I know you're big on mascots.
Yes.
I love that they're the Blazers. Coolest mascot. The Dragon, coolest
Fire
mascot.
coming out.
I know. I love
Fire.
it. I love it. I like it. So Tennessee wins this game in a blowout, 77-0. I can't see how you pick anything but Tennessee in this game. Sorry, UAB. I hope you win, and I will be rooting for UAB during this game.
UAB players, we are rooting for you.
Hey, won't you get in there and talk to them UAB players?
Listen. Listen to me.
This podcast is cracking me up.
UAB players, I want you, as hard as it is, forget about med school for just a minute. I want you to forget about heart attacks and brains and injuries. I want you to focus on a pigskin, football, and helmets. I want you to think about Tennessee, how terrible they are. I want you to get serious. I want you to get focused. I want you to forget about your homework that is due and only think about the X's and the O's that the coach wrote on the board. And I want you to get focused. The Pee Wee tells you to focus. 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 Pay attention. You're playing the game of football. This is not brain surgery. Get out there and hit somebody. Wrap them up with your arms and tackle them to the ground. You can do it. UAB, you will not score. But you got this. You will make it to the end of the fourth quarter of the game. And I believe in you.
We just pep talked the team. This you said was going to score 0 points. Hey, if that's not this podcast in one little snippet, I don't know what is.
Hey, you still, even whenever you know you're going to lose,
You got to get fired up.
you still got to be ready to
You
play.
need to believe that you're going to win.
Even if you know you're not.
Right. I don't know how that works.
Jared, I live it every day.
You're right.
Every day. I know I'm not making money, but I believe I can make it to the end.
Oh, gosh. Auburn versus Oklahoma.
Jackson Arnold is going against his old team of Oklahoma. Jackson Arnold. Jackson Arnold.
Okay, listen, I got a couple of things that you need to know before you get on Jackson Arnold, which I know you've given him a really hard time this year.
I like him.
What? Wait. You like Jackson Arnold? You realize that we've had a couple of things that have happened in our podcast and things that have kind of went on. One thing is that the things you've said about Jackson Arnold have made it pretty prominent in social media, but you like him?
I mean, yeah, I do. I think he's a great quarterback.
Again, predictions here. A couple of things. Both undefeated teams. Auburn's undefeated. Oklahoma's undefeated.
Ooh.
Auburn looks pretty explosive this year on offense, if I'm being honest. But they gotta do away with them turnovers. And they're turning the ball over way too much.
That's because of Jackson Arnold. He don't know which way to go with the ball.
Auburn, Oklahoma's they got a pretty balanced attack. You know, they look pretty good. Here's what's interesting is they've played in the modern era. They have played 2 times, and Auburn has never beat Oklahoma.
Hey, there's probably, if we dig up the stats.
I mean, they've probably won in the past, but in the recent years, they've lost twice.
If you pull up the stats, though, Auburn ain't beat a lot of people in a long time. That's just true, Jared. They hadn't.
So you got to pick Oklahoma in this game.
If I could send a message to Jackson Arnold.
Please do. Jackson Arnold, call this podcast, please, for the love of all.
I could help you. I really could. I like
205-201-2150.
Yeah, anybody can call and leave a message. 205-201-2150. Jackson Arnold, listen to Pee Wee.
Please, everyone listen.
You throw the ball, okay? And I get it. You want somebody to catch it. You really do. But
I think all the quarterbacks do.
They do. But Jackson don't understand that it don't help your stats. Nobody's probably explained this to you, bud. It don't help your stats if you throw it to the other team. That hurts you in the long run. Is it counted as a completion? Yeah, because somebody caught it. But you want your guy to catch. And Jackson, Mr. Arnold, it may be a little confusing for you this week because you're going to see the team you used to play on wearing those same jerseys.
I didn't think about that.
So it's going to be tough for you. I'm going to give you a pass.
He's going to give Oklahoma a pass.
And yes, he is going to give Oklahoma a pass, Jared. Listen, you're going to have to really think about it because your natural instinct is going to be throwing to Oklahoma because they're in that same jersey. But you got to remember you're on the Auburn's team. The War Buzzards is who you're for now.
Playing for the Turkeys.
So you throw it to your turkey. Okay?
Are they the Eagles or the Tigers?
Nobody knows. No, I saw a video. I have to tell you this. I saw a video surfacing around the other day, and the lady with the eagle was swaying. You know how they sway? They'll sway back and forth.
I don't know. I've never watched the Auburn game.
Auburn will do that. They'll sway back and forth. She started doing that, and that eagle got serious. He looked like at that ground like, you move one more time. I said, woman, we did not come out here to sway. I come out here to get flown around this building right here and back to your arm.
You're not going to like what I'm about to say. You're not going to like this, and I know you're not, because I love football traditions. I love them. And by the way, y'all quit messing with the uniforms. Quit doing it. I like traditional uniforms. Cool thing, I said this week 1, Florida State, when the guy rides out on the horse, throws the fiery spear into the 50-yard line, one of the coolest traditions in college football. Another one that is super cool is flying that eagle around the stadium. I've been there, actually. I've been and seen it in Jordan-Hare, and it's really cool. And I know you don't like that, but
I mean, I think it's very spectacular that a bird flies.
An eagle.
It's what they do, Jared. What is spectacular about a bird fly? Now, I tell you what, you let a bird If they took that eagle, if they took that same eagle and had it slithered like a snake, I'd say that's something.
What?
Birds fly. That's nothing. I mean,
You know what I've always thought would be cool? Because, LSU has a tiger. Auburn has an eagle.
yeah. Alabama has an elephant.
If they had an elephant that they could bring out, that would be so cool.
I've always said that. Or if we could somehow get the ocean like a tide, just to one time just roll across that field.
Yeah.
Throw a little red dye in there.
If they could do that. Who wins
A
this
little
game?
crimson dye.
Who wins this game?
Who's playing?
Auburn and Oklahoma?
Oh yeah, Auburn. This is gonna be tough.
It is going to be a close
They're
game.
undefeated.
Both of them. Now, please know that Auburn has not beat, in the modern era of college football, they've not beat Oklahoma.
Jackson Arnold's been on both teams. I'm going with Auburn on this one. Auburn beats Oklahoma.
What?
Auburn beats Oklahoma because Jackson Arnold knows the playbook of the Oklahomians. The Okies go down. Auburn wins this game 31-24.
Wow.
Alabama.
Auburn wins.
Yes.
You pick Auburn to win.
Yes.
You heard it here. Pee Wee picks Auburn to win. Pee Wee is picking the Auburn Tigers, the Auburn Eagles, whatever they are. He's picking them to win. He is rooting for the orange and blue.
No. I'm not rooting. No, I'm not rooting for the orange and blue. I'm just saying that Jackson Arnold.
I mean, the other
playbook.
team's crimson and white.
Ooh.
Oklahoma is the colors of Alabama, and they're going to lose to the orange and blue. You've already said Auburn.
They are. I don't like Jared. I don't like it. Ooh.
Listen, this is a really test game for Auburn. If we're being real, this is a test game for them to see whether they're the real deal or not. They've actually looked good the first part of this season, and
According to what you call good. But,
yeah, you're right. So, but I mean, this is a really good game to test the Auburn Eagle Tigers and see how they do. A couple other notable things that I'd like to talk about is I want to walk back and see this A&M thing.
Yeah.
You had picked Notre Dame to win, and the thing that I want to say is you've actually said that you don't think things count, field goals count.
They don't. No.
But A&M won in the last seconds against Notre Dame with a field goal.
Well, that's because they had scored touchdowns earlier.
You're right. But I want to go back to some of these. One thing that you said, Missouri and South Carolina.
Yeah.
If South Carolina wins by a field goal, 21-20,
Yeah.
are you right or are you wrong?
I'm right.
Okay.
100%.
Last thing we'll talk about here. Georgia Tech. I know we didn't talk about this game last week, and I know it wasn't even on my radar because Georgia Tech was playing Clemson, and I think we all just assumed that Clemson was going to win this game. Georgia Tech wins by, listen, and I'll bring this up to say this, 55-yard field goal against Clemson. They won by a 55-yard field goal. Did they really win or did they not win?
No, yeah. It was Georgia Tech against Clemson. So, yeah, they won that because that's a long field goal. That wasn't a gimme field goal. That's not like it was a 40-yarder. That was a 55. So, yeah, I mean, if your little kicker can kick the ball 55 yards through the uprights and get it good, that's a W.
What's the line of demarcation?
42.
So if it's over a 42-yard field goal,
Yeah, then it counts.
then it counts. But if it's
Yes.
under 42, boo.
Yeah, Yeah, that a big deal. Ooh, I got 41-yard field goal. Okay, well, I mean, Meemaw will go out there and do that.
Okay.
What do you want? A cookie for doing what you're supposed to do?
Right. Well, listen, hey, rivalry week in the distance, I keep thinking about it, and I keep thinking of how fun rivalry week is. And the reason I mention that is because you got kind of a couple of things here, Florida versus Miami. Makes me think about some, they never disappoint rivalry week. Towards the end of the season, I can't wait till we approach rivalry week because I love to hear you talk about that. And we'll have mascot week coming up here. That's the thing we do on the podcast. We have mascot week where you literally pick the games based off the mascots. And that's a lot of fun as well. Pee-wee, what do you got for the people?
Alabama's off this week.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't even want to mention that to you.
That's like a W.
It's another win.
I'm going to talk. Can I talk to him?
I mean, it's your podcast.
All right, listen. Kalen, people are back on board with you. You have beat two highly ranked teams back to back, ULM and Wisconsin. This week is your week to take off. So I expect you to get with the team and remind them they're playing Georgia in their next game. Let Ryan Williams go to the spa. Maybe even consider getting a spa on campus so he can get his nails done right there and not have to travel, so that he can stay focused. Tyler Simpson, you are the quarterback. Let your arm rest. Take the time for your legs to heal. Bernard, you have been outstanding. The way you celebrated against Wisconsin is amazing. Carry that into the off week. Our offensive line, you haven't hardly got caught holding at all. Keep practicing that. Defensive line, you've been getting pressure on the quarterback. Carson Beck is not the quarterback of Georgia, so do not think about him. Get your rest. Get your heads together. Gel as a team like Jell-O in the refrigerator. Just mesh together. Because whenever you come back, you will be defeating the Georgia Bulldogs. To every fan of a college football team, you need to know that I expect more out of you. No more standing around eating hot wings and taco salad. Get on your feet. Show up for the game. Take a bus to get there if you have to. But get on that campus. Root for them. Holler for them. Cheer for them. Get your team pumped. Get them excited. You don't know what that team has been through in practice. But they do. But they don't know what you've been through during the week to get ready to watch them play. But I do. Because I'm also fantastic with you. So get ready. Get set. Get on your mark. And let's all say, Roll Bama! Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Pee-wee.
Let's go.
I know people love to hear that. Last thing we have to do is we have a caller this week.
Oh.
I would love for you to hear it.
Pee-wee. Hey, Pee-wee, this is Jacob. My question is,